Brighton and then Sheffield United. That's how it panned out for one man right there in the English Premier League. Kelechi Iheanacho, 3 fabulous goals over the weekend for his club side Leicester City. He had a fabulous weekend, didn't he? Yes, I did too. I had also a fantastic weekend. How did your own pan out? Was it wonderful? Just like Kelechi Iheanacho. Welcome. This is the arena right here on iBrandTV, where we get to talk about the stories, the big stories emanating from the sports scene. Yes, it will not be the only story we would be talking about. There's also the one from the Nigerian Professional Football League. We'll take a look at the games that went down over the weekend, and we'll spend some time to talk tennis right here on today's show. All this we would be doing immediately after this break. Don't go anywhere. I'll be your host. My name is Jidechi Chidiezie. Welcome back. This is the arena right here on iBrandTV. I told you we have a lot we would be talking about today, but I wouldn't be doing this alone. My guy Joba Ogunwale is in the studio with me. How are you doing, Joba?
I'm fine, Jidechi.
Let me start with, how was your weekend?
My weekend was great. Super Eagles stars were on fire.
Yes,
there were
you can
a lot
see
of
that.
tennis actions. There were a lot of NBA actions. So it was really a fun-filled weekend for me.
That's good. Joba is a football writer, the chief football editor right there at soccernet.ng. He's also a tennis expert. How about we start with tennis? Talk about the ones that happen in tennis right now. Joba, Gabi Muguruza.
Yeah, Gabi Muguruza. It's actually a sweet win for her. She won her first WTA title in over 2 years. You wouldn't even know that she's actually a 2-time Grand Slam winner. You understand? She won at the Dubai Championship in street set against Barbara Krejcikova, the Czech Republic player.
I wonder how you were able to pronounce that name so easily.
well, let's just say I do my research before going in.
Okay.
And
You're the tennis man.
She has had a fabulous 2 weeks in the Middle East. Over the last 2 weeks, she reached the Drought final, and she was brilliant also at the Australian Open, even though she lost to the eventual champion Naomi Osaka right now. So she has actually been the second best player aside from Naomi Osaka on the WTA tour this year. So it's actually a very good win for her, and I hope she can actually use that confidence going forward into the rest of the season. Talking
about confidence, she said it means a lot. It's never easy to win titles. That's what she said. She also said that she's excited that it has happened after a few finals. She struggled over the past, but finally something in the card for her.
Yeah. You know, one thing about the WTA section is that they are not as consistent as the men.
Yes, that's true.
So you have this kind of results there. I think the only player that I can say that has been consistent in recent years has been Simona Halep. But this one, Muguruza is actually one of the best players on tour, but also she has this moment of moment of madness or something like that. But hopefully she can use, as I said earlier, hopefully she can use this win to it will launch her into the full
something
season.
New.
Yeah, you understand. And we are approaching the clay season right now after the Miami Masters, where she's so good, and the Wimbledon, where she has won one of our two Grand Slams. So I think this is actually a good moment for her.
Well, she's not the only one who was in action over the weekend. Medvedev, he has something on his own side too.
Danny Medvedev actually became the world number 2 today.
Yeah.
The first time since anyone other than Andy Murray, Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, and Novak Djokovic will do that since 2005. You understand? So it was actually really a good weekend for him. He won the title in Marseille in three sets against Hugo Humbert of France. And this season he has been brilliant, aside from the Australian Open final defeats lost to Novak Djokovic.
And it's sad that he's been able to, he lost, even the one before the Australian Open, he also lost that one.
The US Open, US Open final. But I'm very sure that in the near future, he will definitely win a Grand Slam.
Okay, you talked about Djokovic. Let's talk about him for a minute. There are talks that he could extend his record at the top spots to 400 weeks. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, I won't rule that out, because right now I don't think he has any points to defend aside from Wimbledon. he was disqualified from the US Open last year.
He possibly would have even won that if he was
let's
there.
say he has the French Open final points to defend, but it's quite looking good for him because Nadal right now has a lot of the points to defend. And same thing with Daniil Medvedev going into the second half of the year. So it's quite possible. It will be difficult though. But it's Novak Djokovic. Like he wants to break every record as possible. Then there's another big news that happened also this over the course of last week. Roger Federer made his return to the tour after over 4 or 5 days away from the tour. He won his first game against Daniel Advance, but the second game he actually lost in 3 sets, and he said he's going to take a break and will come back during the clay season. So it was.
We can't wait at this point. I've missed Federer.
Everyone tuned in to watch Federer.
Okay, let's take this quick one, and when we get back from it, we'll continue talking some stories emanating from the world of sports.
What do you have to say?
Say today na great day, you understand? So,
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. All the mothers in the world. I wish you all the best. Keep taking care of us. Happy Mother's Day, I wish you. So Seniorman, I wish you a happy Mother's Day.
Over your award, Seniorman, and the hat-trick and the game.
Say at Seniorman, all these things now, so they come, you understand?
You've seen that one from Seniorman Kels. We'll be talking about him later on in the show, but let's move on right now and talk some basketball. Move away from tennis and talk some basketball. Joba, fabulous results from NBA. Well, let me run you through the NBA results before we talk about it. There are lots and lots of results we saw. One of them, the one between Miami Heat and Orlando Magic. Heat so far, they've been having an imperious run of wins. Yes, this one ended 102-97 against Orlando Magic, and the other one between the Hawks and Cleveland Cavaliers ended 100-82. The Rockets and Boston Celtics ended in favor of the Celtics, ended 134-107, and Minnesota Timberwolves and the Trailblazers ended. It was a very, very close margin win for the Timberwolves, ended 114-112. The one between the Bulls and the Raptors ended in favor of the Bulls. Yeah, the Raptors, they were unable to get a much-needed win in that one, ended in favor of Bulls 118-95. And the one between Pelicans and, of course, LA Clippers. Clippers, once again, on the losing side. They lost that one to Pelican, ended 135-115. And Joba, Miami Heat, so far so good. They've been doing so well. Do you feel this could be their year?
No. Well, they reached the finals last year, but I don't think they will actually reach the finals again.
Why don't you think? I mean, 10 wins in 11 games.
Yeah, it's impressive. They are favorites to go into the playoff finals, but I don't think they are better teams. Let me just say they are better teams, well equipped.
So who would you say is the better team?
I think LA Clippers are better than them. Los Angeles Lakers are better. The Brooklyn Nets are also better. They have, I think they have arguably the 3 best players
in the list. That's for you, not my 3 best players.
So I don't think Miami stand a chance against either of these 3 teams. So that's why I don't think they will win.
But do you think they can at least get to the playoffs?
Yeah, definitely they have the quality to get into the playoffs.
So it will just be a case of maybe last season repeating itself again.
Yeah.
Well, If you say so, as you can see on your screen right now, the men that lead, the two sides that lead the Eastern and Western Conference right there in the NBA. Hopefully, we get to see how it pans out, and we wait for that wonderful, wonderful playoff season. Let's go on a quick break, and when we get back from it, we'll talk about some football.
You go enter market, just make you go buy fresh palm fruits. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of Banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do na make you go for the open am. Take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi, shey na ogbono, shey na vegetable, shey na banga. My sister no waste time again, my brother no waste time again. Just go buy Banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook.
Banga, come make your food yummy yum.
Distributors needed nationwide. Phone number 081 63 974447. 08035644436 07066638213. Banga Fresh Palm Fruit Extract.
Welcome back. This is the arena. Yes, we've been talking some wonderful stories emanating from the world of sports. Now it's time to talk about what they call the king of sports. Yes, let's talk about football. I still have in the studio with me Joba Ogunwale. Joba, it's been wonderful so far. How was your weekend? Let me start with that. Football-wise now.
Well, just one word. Just 2 words, rather.
Okay, 2
Seniorman
words. Girls. Oh my God.
Seniorman.
I mean, if you're not following Wilfred and Didi on Instagram at this point.
That's a popular lingo on the streets right now.
Seniorman. I had so much time going through this Instagram. At some point, I just had to follow him because I was like, I can't
dishing out hat-tricks right now. Like, okay, he said Messi called him for
yes, yeah.
He's saving one for Nigeria at the World Cup. So.
I mean, I can't wait at this point. He said he has like 15, he's just bringing out one.
yeah.
Okay, well, Kelechi was not actually the only Nigerian who had a fabulous weekend. We saw lots and lots of Nigerian players scoring goals for their club side. Paul Onuachu, one of them. We also saw the likes of this other man, Moses Simon, yes, right there in France. Simi Wanko also had a fabulous time. I mean, what do you think in respect to the Super Eagles of Nigeria? Do you think things are looking bright at this point?
I think this is actually a very, very good moment for Super Eagles Nigeria. Look at the list and Genetor released on. It's caused a lot of controversies. That's how spoiled with talent we are right now. I mean, he left out Onuachu, who is actually who is Nigeria's best striker in Europe this year. With 27 goals from...
They're not necessarily left out. He's on the standby list.
No. I think we all know what standby list means. 27 goals from 30 matches or so. Moses Simon, this new guy, Terry Murphy, even Kelechi Iheanacho right now has six Premier League goals despite the indifferent stats he had early.
Do you actually see him starting when Super Eagles, we have a game, 2 games actually later in March. Do you actually think Kelechi is back to the starting lineup at this point?
Yeah, I feel so. I think Victor Osimhen is likely going to pull out of the squad. So I think Kelechi Iheanacho will probably lead the line for the Super Eagles in those 2 games also. Then I think we may actually Samuel Kalu is injured, so I think we may get to see Henry Oyekuru, who actually scored two times this weekend. Last weekend, you understand? So I think we are actually spoilt for choice in the attack right now, and that's why it was actually a very, very hard decision, a difficult decision for Genetor in naming 24 players for the 2 qualifiers. There were like a lot of outrage about why Musa was in the squad, but he came out to clarify the situation. But I still feel Paul Onuachu should have been in the list. He's Nigeria's best striker in Europe this season, and he showed that on Sunday again.
Well, let's talk about another player who was on the score sheet for his club side this weekend, but at the moment is not a Super Eagles player. Victor Moses scoring for his club side Fenerbahce and Spartak Moscow actually in the derby against Dynamo Moscow. I mean, do you think we miss him at this point? Because it's as if I'm beginning to miss Victor Moses.
No, I actually don't think we miss Victor Moses, because we've been able to replay, we've been able to inject new talents, and there are young talents into the team. The likes of Moses Simon, the likes of Samuel Kalu. Samuel Chukwueze also, I think he's getting back into form after his injuries troubles. There are a lot of wingers for us to pick from. So we are spoilt for choice in attack right now. So I don't think there's actually any reason for us to miss Victor Moses, or for us to make calls like, okay, Victor Moses should come back.
Okay, Victor Moses not needed at this point. These are the men doing it, but there's one woman who just cannot stop doing it.
Asisat
Oshoala. I mean, once again, a score sheet for Barcelona Femini.
Asisat Oshoala, as in, she has been brilliant, and that's her 15th goal this season for Barcelona Femini, and she's on course to break her record for last season, where she scored 20 goals in all competitions, yes. 19 in the league and 1 in the UEFA Women's Champions League right now. So it's been a very good season. I was annoyed, I was angry when FIFA released the top, she missed out last year. But I think right now, if she maintains this momentum with the outrage that happened last year, I think right now she's on course to be among the 10 nominees for FIFA Women's Player of the Year. Okay, let me leave you with this one. When we get back from it, we'll still be talking some more football right here on iBrandTV. Okay, so we've been talking some football. Let's talk some more. Talk about the Nigerian Professional Football League before we talk about Europe once again. Lots and lots of games this weekend. Did you get to see anyone at all? No. See MFM versus Enyimba's game, but
let's talk about that one. Some little drama. What's really going on at this point?
I waited till the last minute before LMC now announced that they've postponed the game due to Enyimba's continental
And at this point, you get to ask yourself, why postponing a game when Enyimba could actually play? They played at home. They had the home game before the continental assignment, and they didn't play that one. now the continental assignment, and you still cancel their game.
Yeah, in fairness, I think this is obtainable in all over Africa. But what baffles me is this. They should have played their game against Ifeanyi Ubah, which was a home game last weekend, you understand? But it was postponed, and they were playing the Continental and the Confederations Cup at the same stadium, at the Imba International Stadium, Aba also. So I did not get why they decided to postpone the game against Ifeanyi Ubah. I could still get the reason why they decided to postpone against the game against MFM, because they actually had to flew to Abuja first because they went to renew their passports before flying back to Lagos again. So I understand that, but I still don't understand. And this is what happened. They now start accumulating matches.
At this point, it's not making any sense again. Well, they were one of the two sides that didn't take part over the weekend. The other game was the one between Jigawa Golden Stars and Akwa United. We all know why, because of the accident that happened over the weekend. Akwa United out of action, and they actually went for a Thanksgiving on Sunday, which is a good one. Let me run you through the results from the weekend quickly. Dakada FC and of course Katsina United, that one ended in favor of the Uyo side, ended 1-0, and Ifeanyi Ubah and Rivers United ended in a goalless affair right then. Newi, the one between Wiki Tourists and Warri Wolves, ended in a 1-0 scoreline, same as Rangers and Adamawa United. Adamawa United held Rangers to a very critical moment of the game before Rangers were able to break through and get that wonderful goal. The one that got us so excited, well, one of the two games that gave us so much excitement was the one between Lobby Stars and Plateau United, a 5-goal thriller right there in Makurdi at the Apeaku Stadium. And the Lobby Stars coming out victors in that one against the former league champions, and then Sunshine Stars and Nasarawa United, also a goalless affair. Abia Warriors, Imama and Makabo, wonderful results so far. This is the third time Abia Warriors would be cruising to 4 goals in a game, and I mean, the way he's been able to turn it around over his opponent so far. That one ended 4-1 in favor of Abia Warriors over Kano Pillars, and the final game of the weekend would be the one that went down against Kwara United and Heartland FC. Kwara United still at the top despite not winning that one. Who do you really foresee right now that would be making it through at the end of the season?
Well, let me first say this, that for betting people, it was actually it was not a good weekend.
That's why it's the Nigerian professional football. You never expect these things.
But I'm not going to look past Eyimba right now. I think they have the best team in the league, and if by the time they play their game in
their remaining games,
like I'm confident that they will be the new leaders. Right
okay,
now.
Quickly, let's take a look at that table. Talking about the new leaders, Kwara United still the leaders of that one. 27 points. So far, so good. Rangers have been able to claw their way through to the second position on the table. Eyimba with about 3 outstanding games, and they are third. I mean, well, that's what Jova is saying. 24 points garnered so far, and they have 3 outstanding games. And then you have Nasarawa United in 5th with their Kano Pillars, Akwa United, Rivers United, Dakada, Lobby Stars, and Abia Warriors all making up the top 10. The relegation part of the table, you have the likes of Katsina United, SC, Ifeanyi Ubah, Warri Wolves, and Adamawa United. Do you see any of these sides escaping from this season?
I think Adamawa are dead sets for relegation. And I think Ifeanyi Ubah, their own form is key to their survival hopes. And then I think the rest 2 spots are up for grabs. From 10th to 20, from 10th, let's just say from 10th to the 18th position.
Okay, quickly, we're running out of time. Let's talk about the English Premier League, and of course, somebody like Cristiano Ronaldo, who was able to get a hat-trick for himself in the Serie A.
Someone said he's a flat track bully. Like when it mattered most, he didn't come up. Now he came up against
fans will be fans at this point.
Against Italian farmers.
Fans will be fans. Trust them to be fans.
But it's actually a good. It's a good one for Cristiano Ronaldo. He broke Pele's record in the process also. So it's a good one for him. Juventus are still 9 points behind Inter Milan, although they have 1 game in hand. So their title defense is kind of like okay, it's fading away right now. But overall, it was a good weekend in Italian Serie A. Inter Milan won away at Torino. In the English Premier League, Manchester City, I think we could.
And Pep Guardiola striking as usual for those who love to play FPL.
We can say they are champions elect. Arsenal came back from a goal.
Yeah.
Did you see it? Eric
Fabulous
goal?
goal. I mean.
And I heard this is that was the fourth time we'll be trying.
Wow, that's true.
We'll be trying such.
I've known Lamela for always being that stylish player, but trust me, I didn't expect that kind of.
I'm not really a big fan of him, but it was actually a fabulous goal. I was disappointed in Tottenham's approach to the game yesterday.
Let me talk about Tottenham 1 minute before we run off. Is Mourinho really losing it? Would you say he has lost it?
No, I won't say so, but I just don't think he has the materials to play this kind of style that he wants. So probably that's why he
and he's even been hit with injuries at this point.
That's why he approached games against the top side. Like he takes a conservative approach to games against top sides.
Time flies when you're having fun, isn't it? Yes, we are already out of time at this point. It's been a fabulous time on the show today with Jova. Hasn't it been a fabulous time?
Yeah.
Hopefully we get to do this some other time.
Hopefully. Thank you for having me.
No problem. We'll be back some other time because he that fights and runs away lives to fight another day. Ensure you stay safe. Until next time I come your way, have a fabulous day. My name is Jidechi Chidiezie.